What's poppin', YouTube? Welcome to BanList Predictions with Legend. Okay, so we're just gonna go through what I think is gonna happen with the ban list. Konami said it should be mid-September, although they never specified what year mid-September, so who knows when we're actually gonna get this fucking ban list. But until then, it's always fun to speculate. Now, as you can see, I predict they're going to ban Zodiac Trident, Zodiac Broad Bull, and maybe Max C. Now, Max C is either going to be banned or just completely unlimited. Not sure which yet. Kinda hoping they ban it, honestly, because the format we're heading into is a lot less like break my board-y than this one was. It's a lot less, one turn, unbeatable board. You get one turn, if you can't break it, you lose. So I don't really see Max C be... Like, I feel like this format, Max C, was a necessary evil. You know, especially with Zodiac running around. If you drew into Max C and your opponent was playing Zodiac, you could drop the Max C, and that would deter your Zodiac player from just going fucking ham and making it to where you couldn't make a play on your turn. So I feel like with the format coming up, with, how diverse the metagame's gonna be, you have spirals, dinosaurs, trick stars, Magibullets, a bunch of rogue tier decks that are actually seeing tournament play. I feel like Max C isn't really needed anymore, and it more just gives an unfair advantage to whoever goes second, because it stops your opponent from making the plays that they need to. But, like, honestly, either way, I'm gonna be happy. If they unlimit it, that's fine. It's a good card, I guess. If they ban it, I think I'll be a bit more happy, though, because it just won't be as annoying, when your opponent just Max sees you first turn, and it's like, okay, well, I can't do anything, because if I do, you're gonna go plus 15 and just fucking destroy me. So, you kind of have to give up your first turn, and a lot of decks really like going first, so I don't know. We'll see. Broad Bull and Trident, I don't have to talk about. Like, fucking kill Zodiac. It needs to die. The deck is stupid. It needs to fucking go. So yeah, you ban these two. A lot of people are saying just ban Trident. No. The OCG tried that. It didn't work. If Zodiac has access to either one of these monsters, it's gonna be too much. You need to ban Broad Bull and you need to ban Trident. So moving on, let's go ahead to the limited list. With limited, we have quite a plethora of cards, and at the end of this video, I'll go over what I think that is already on the list that will change places. So, there are going to be more limited cards, but those cards are already on the list. So, let's talk about what's getting put on the list this time, or at least I think. First off, Fairy Tale Snow. This thing is fucking annoying. Plain and simple. It's not necessarily impossible to beat. It's not, something that is super top tier, broke a dope, whatever the fuck, but it's fucking annoying and oppressive. Like, yeah, it got slightly weaker with Link format, because Link monsters can't be flipped face down, but realistically, who the fuck cares about their Link monster? Like, besides Firewall Dragon being FTKE, none of the Link monsters are good, so it doesn't fucking matter. Fairy Tale Snow is fucking stupid. It can stop you mid-combo, it can fucking... It's just so disruptive and recursive. Like, it's impossible to get rid of this thing in decks that... Twilight Swarm, Light Swarm, Zombies, decks that can fill their graveyard with just shit they can ban it. I mean, banishing 7 cards from the graveyard, come on. Pot of Desires is an amazing card, and you banish 10 cards from your deck. This is a fucking... This is cheap compared to that. And plus 1850, that's not a bad body. Like, that's pretty fucking good for something that you're mainly just gonna use for the effect. Like, you know, especially with a format full of 0 defense targets. Like, this thing could realistically run over some shit if you flip it face down. So, I don't necessarily think it needs to be banned. I don't think they're gonna ban it. I think it needs to be limited, and I think that they might limit it. I don't know. This is the only one on the list that I'm not sure they're gonna do. I'm just really hoping they do. So take that with a grain of salt. Next up, Dragonic Diagram and Masterpiece. Okay. Like, god damn it, I wanted to love this deck. It's so cool. The artwork's cool, the design's cool. Like, it's cool. But Masterpiece is stupid. Like, come on. You sack a monster, and you sack a trap. You're immune to monster effects. You're immune to solemns and shit. Like, come on. Who thought that was a good idea? I love the aspect of sacrificing continuous spells and traps to get monsters out. Like, that was super fucking cool. The whole, you know, True Draco art type is fucking awesome. Dragonic Diagram and Masterpiece are fucking broke. They're broke. Dragonic Diagram, like, infinite pluses. Like, it's such a good card. It's too good. Especially when combined with Masterpiece. Like, it's too good. I really don't know what to say. I don't want to see the cards outright banned. The only card that I could see them banning is Masterpiece, and that's just because once you get him out, he's way too easy to get back on the field. Like, even if he was limit 1, if you got Masterpiece out, he's out. Like, you just get him back and forth. It's too easy to get him back from the grave. Like, and he's not weak. 2950 in both stacks is fucking, that's, you know, 50 under a Blue Eyes, but still, when you're immune to monster and trap effects, what the fuck does it matter? Like, you know, that's a pretty nice sized body for such a badass effect. So yeah, I don't want to see. I personally think Masterpiece should be banned. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think they're gonna limit Diagram and Masterpiece. And that's good enough. Like, realistically, I don't expect them to do everything I want. That's good enough. Just do something about it, please. Next up on Limited, let's go ahead and knock these two out. Rat, Pier, and Barrage. Get rid of the Rat. Drop it to 1. Drop Barrage to 1. They're too good. I don't want to talk about Zodiac too much because everyone fucking knows Zodiac needs to be hit hard. It's been a tier 0 format for too long. It's getting to the point where everyone's tired of it. Like, even the people who, you know, were super, oh, they're not that bad, are starting to be like, this is stupid, let's move on. Like, Lynx didn't affect them, which, by the way, Mrs. Radiant being released in the first set was pretty fucking good for them, but whatever. You know, Lynx didn't really affect them. None of the new sets have had anything comparable to how powerful these things are. I mean, ever since Raging Tempest dropped, it's been Zoo format. Like, that's what this will be known as, Zoo format. And don't forget that. Don't. I see a lot of people like, oh man, I wish Necros were back. Like, no, you don't. I was playing when Necros was the tier 0 deck. It wasn't fun. It was not. People have nostalgia shades for some reason. No. 6 months from now, people are going to be like, man, I miss Zoo. I wish they'd take Zoo off the ban list. No, you don't. I promise you don't wish that. Like, this deck needs to be hit and it needs to stay hit. It's too oppressive. Last up, Gofu. So Gofu's not good. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Gofu's just I agree with Devubs on this. Gofu is not good. I don't think Gofu needs to be limited. I think if you want to play 3 Gofu in your deck, go for it. Like, I'm not gonna stop you. You're really just gonna clog yourself up and make your deck worse. Like, there are very few decks that can take full advantage of Goku, and I feel like there aren't enough of those to warrant it to be limited. I know it's limited in the OCG, and that's probably why we're gonna see a hit, but like, I just don't see a point. He's not that good of a card. Like, don't do that. Like, there's no point. Whatever. Limit him if you want. I don't really care if you do or not. I'm not gonna use him. He's not that great. That's that, though. Let's move on to the unbanned, or unlimited. Obviously, Stratos. Please, just fucking let Stratos out. Alright? Like, I don't... Now, when I say unlimited, I don't necessarily mean put him to 3 right away. I don't think it'd be that big of a fucking deal if you did that. But, like, I get it. If Konami maybe wants to put him to 1. I mean, the OCG has 2, and their heroes aren't doing much over there. I mean, Link format pretty much fucked heroes up. They're still trying to find... Right now, it's protect the castle. Like, just huddle down and make sure Darklaw doesn't leave the field, pretty much. But, I don't... Just fucking... Yeah, I know, he's not a hard once, or even a soft once. He's not a hard once per turn, so you can bounce him and recur him and get the effect off multiple times in search of multiple cards. Whatever, like... Who the fuck cares? He's not as good as people make him out to be. I think if he came off the ban list, like, there would be a spike in hero play for a little bit, and then people would realize the meme was way overhyped and go back to not really playing heroes that much. I don't know. I'm just tired of hearing, you know, hearing bullshit about why is he banned. Like, his power level is not at that which should be banned. Like, even if he was limited, I would kinda get it, but banned? Like, this is probably one of the weakest cards on the ban. Be real. This is probably one of the weakest cards on the ban list. Like, this is like Thousand Eyes Restrict week. Like, Sangan Post-Errata week. And he's still on the ban list. Like, maybe not that week, but you know what I mean. Like, he's just not with the times. He's not strong enough to warrant being on that ban list. And I think that's the key, and that's why you see all these memes and shit. Like, it's funny that Stratos is still banned, because, like, who the fuck is playing Heroes in 2017? Like, who... Like, if Stratos came off the ban list and fucking YCSs were dominated by Heroes and Konami was burning down and fucking no one was buying new shit, yeah, I'll eat my words and be like, sorry, I didn't know the power of Stratos, but I don't see it happening, guys. I don't think this is gonna be the make or break for a tier 0 hero format. So, just fucking do something with, move him somewhere. I'm not saying completely unlimit him, but fucking move him off the ban list, at least. Put the nigga at 2 or something. He does not deserve to be fucking mass banned. And Artifact Morale Attack is another card that I think it's limited right now, but like, why? Like, I get it. I understand why, but like, realistically, he's not that great. He targets, and he destroys one thing when he comes to the field, and he's a 2100 body. Like, okay. Like, I think 1 is enough, because I do tech him in some decks that I play, so like, I feel like 1 copy of him is enough. If he was at 3 or 2, I wouldn't play 3 or 2. I would put 1 copy in because that's how I use him. I don't want to see him every game. He's not like something I require for my deck to run. He's not a combo piece. He's not something like, fuck, I need him on the field for this. you know, he's just a nice tech card that can get rid of a problem sometimes, as long as that problem can be targeted or be destroyed by a card effect. So, like, it does, and I feel like he adds skill to the game, because at the end of the day, he makes it to where it's more dangerous to blind Twin Twister. You know, it takes away that, like, people, you know, people compare, like, Heavy Storm. People were like, oh, when Heavy Storm was in the game, you had to have more skill to play because you couldn't just devote all your cards to back row and then pass. Like, you had to be careful when setting up your field. And I feel like Artifact Morale Attack is in that category. Like, he makes it to where you know, you have to be more careful, because you don't want to just wipe someone's field and then, oh, Morale Attack, pop your thing, you know, pop your Trident or whatever. I don't even know if that would work, but possibly, like, you know what I mean, like, fucking, I don't necessarily see anyone running, unless you're, like, have an artifact deck, which, what the fuck are you doing in, again, 2017 with an artifact deck, but put him at 3, it won't make a difference. I personally promise you, if you put him at 3, very few people would play him at 3, and with the prevalence of very powerful hand traps in the game right now, he's just slow. Again, he has the same problems that traps do. Like, he's slow, especially if your opponent doesn't target him for destruction. You know, he could be a completely dead card. You could set him on your back row and just never use him because your opponent doesn't blow up that card. So why is he limited? I get his effect is like pretty powerful in a vacuum, but in the current game, I don't see his effect being super fucking great. And I definitely don't see people running more than one copy of him. Like, basically, I'm saying unlimit him because I don't see it making a difference, and it would just be one less card on the list, because no one's gonna play him at 3. At least I wouldn't, and I don't know many people who would. I don't know people who would take up 3 slots in their deck just to play 3 Morale Attack when there's so much better options out there. You know, like, fucking play 3 Strike. It's better than Morale Attack. Solemn Strike is infinitely better than Morale Attack. And why would you tech in 6 cards to just pop shit? That's a waste of deck space. No one's doing that. Another card, and I don't have it on my little list here, but I wanted to mention it right now. Shaddoll Construct. I personally think El Shaddoll Construct can come back to 1. I don't see it making a huge difference in the metagame. It'll give Shaddoll something to do. I know the Shaddoll engine can be splashed into certain decks, but, like, with Links out, I just don't see Construct being super. If it was at 1, I don't know, because I remember Construct. I know how oppressive that card can be. I know how good that card can be, trust me. But, like, I don't know. I don't see it making a huge difference. Like, maybe Shaddolls would see more play, but that wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. I mean, because, yeah, you really only need 1 Construct. And with Link, again, like, Shaddolls just aren't doing too hot right now. So, maybe, you know, here's a Construct. I don't know. I just wanted to throw that in there. Oh, you may have noticed, I didn't talk about the semi-limited list. I think it's fucking stupid. I don't give a fuck about it. Terraforming might get semi-limited. Who the fuck cares? Like, really, once you... 3 or 2 copies. You have 1 field spell, that's 5 copies. That's still better than just running 3. Who the fuck cares? Nobody cares. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I tried to upload this last night, but the audio was fucked up. So, what do you guys think? When do you think we'll get the ban list? What do you think should be banned? What do you think should be unbanned? Tell me what you think in the comments below. Tell me what you want my next video to be on, and I'll see about doing it. Probably gonna do a Ghost Trick deck profile, because I just made a super fun Ghost Trick deck. Not super competitive or anything, but, you know, like, semi-competitive. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you later.